Welcome to Walton Farms in Cochranville, PA. I'm Matthew Walton, co-owner. We have a dairy farm here in southern Chester County. We milk 1,000 cows. My grandfather purchased the farm in 1951, and then in the early 70s, my dad Bill and his brother Les took over the farm. We gradually increased in our cow numbers. In the late 90s, my cousin Steve and I joined the partnership. We work well together. I'm more on the dairy end of things. He takes care of the fields and whatnot. Dairy runs in our blood, so we just had a passion to continue to dairy farm. We opened up a new milking parlor May of 2016. It's a 40-stall rotary parlor, and that has gone very well for us. We're tickled we made the decision we did. So we milk our cows, they're in groups. So when we start with a group of cows, they get moved into the holding pen, which is right before the rotary milking parlor. And in doing so, they kind of gotta go single file on the rotary. A cow at the most is usually, on the rotary for about 12 minutes. And we do that 3 times a day. Therefore, they're, the milking time's usually, 35 to 40 minutes tops per day. The rest of the day, they get to drink water, eat their ration, which is their food, and lay down and rest. A freestall barn is where the cow can roam at her leisure to the water fountain to drink, to the feed trough to eat, or the divided stall where it kind of separates the cow so they have their individual beds. I'm a big believer in sand and cow comfort. Even our dry cows and our milking cows, they both lay down on sand. They have fans and sprinklers, and 3/4 of the year, if you open the gates up, I don't even think they'd want to leave the barn because we try to keep it that comfortable. When our calves are born, we dip the calf's navel with iodine, and we usually give it a first defense pill, which helps them with certain viruses. We like to give our calves 2 to 4 quarts of colostrum within the first couple hours of birth. The reason we do that is for the antibodies. It's just a great start for the calf's immune system. So then we take our calves to our calf barn, which is on site, and we put them in well-bedded individual pens. At that point in time, we usually bottle feed them whole milk. They're usually on a bottle for about a week. And then once they're about 6 weeks old, we kind of wean them off the milk. We gradually take them down, and then when they're about 8 weeks old, they're off milk and they're eating a lot of grain and water, and then we take them to one of our heifer facilities. Because the calves are the future, we made a decision 1.5 years ago to hire a young lady to solely take care of the calves. She can just focus on the calves, keep them bedded well, keep fresh feed in front of them, and just take the best care of the calves you possibly can. The last thing I do before I go home at the end of the day is drive out my 4-wheeler, watch the cows go around the rotary, and make sure everything's going well before I go home. Yeah, because my grandfather bought the farm and started this farm here in 1951, I'd like to still consider this a family farm. He taught us a lot about hard work. We like to keep things clean and neat and do a good job the way he did.